Hi everybody, I'm here. Hi Ryan.
Hi.
What's
Pause needs
up,
to get in here. Oh God, he's on some X Games right now. I've done nothing but watch TikToks all day. So I'm sorry if I start quoting random TikToks that you've never seen before. I'm telling you, Josh, that app is a poison. Do you believe me? Josh?
Okay.
Josh?
What's up?
Sorry if I start quoting random TikToks that you've never heard before. My warning, I've watched them all day, and that app is like a poison sometimes because you start and you can't stop.
I mean, yeah, I know. You've been sending me fucking TikToks for weeks.
I know, but today I did nothing but watch TikToks all day.
Why?
We were kind of slow at points, and when we were slow, like the float and I just sit on TikTok and show each other videos. Like, genuinely, that's all we did. I'm on my way to Burbank, so...
I just realized that my Mareep is dead, so I gotta go back to the... Gotta go back to Burbank and heal. I go back to where I was.
So, a little bit of a depressing story has come out in the wrestling community in the last, day or so.
The what community?
Wrestling.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to, kind of make a quick statement on it. I know, you're the only person watching my stream right now, but it's just... I feel like I need to.
Okay.
So it's called #SpeakOut. Basically, a bunch of indie wrestlers, mostly female, a couple male, have come out about sexual harassment, abuse, assault that have happened to them in the last day or so. And I'm thinking of this right now because I was on Twitter right before you went live and we started. And one of the people who was accused was literally on SmackDown right now. Because his lawyer claims that the person that's accusing him of it was stalking him. And I don't care whether or not she is. I don't care what the actual story is. My issue comes with the fact that he should be off TV until you figure out what actually happened. You should not let him go out on SmackDown. And I mean, granted, it's a SmackDown debut. I don't think he should be out there right now. I think he should be figuring out what's going on.
Yeah.
There's just so much literally, it's been everywhere on Twitter. I go on Twitter and it's all I see. Usually I see a lot of magic stuff. I've seen more wrestling stuff in the last day or so just because of how many people are coming out with all this.
Yeah. About this one specific guy or just in general?
Many guys.
Oh boy.
Top British indie star, David Starr, I think his name was accused by many people. And subsequently was stripped of many championships that he held. Because he was like a world heavyweight champion for multiple promotions in the UK.
Yeah.
And because of him being accused by
as many people, it's almost
and he maintains, he's like, yes, I've been an asshole, yes, I've probably emotionally abused and mentally abused some people, but I've never physically attacked anybody. I'm not a predator. And it's like, okay, well, how can we take you for real right now?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff has come out, and it's sad because it's it's just getting depressing. It's all you see everywhere right now.
I mean, for good reason.
But I mean, more or less what I'm trying to say is similar to these people, if you're in a situation like that, say something. And I know it's not the easiest thing, but if you say something, people will help you and people will support you.
Yeah.
Because the positive of all this is, for the most part, there's just so much positivity going around about it all.
Yeah.
Supporting each other, and people are standing up for each other, and I can't say that enough. It's just so when I go click on a post about it and I'm reading what people are saying, it's just so nice to actually see like people being kind to each other nowadays.
Yeah, especially
Because
with
we live in such a shithole of a time.
especially with everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a depressing escape, but it's an escape nonetheless.
Yeah.
In other news, Josh, Charlotte went swimming yesterday with her cousins.
Did?
Well, see, they're my cousins' kids, so we each call them our cousins.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't have any siblings, and Laura's one sibling lives in California.
Yeah.
So my cousin brought her two sons. One's like 5 months younger than Charlotte, and the other one's 3.
Yeah.
So they're all pretty similar in age. And Charlotte loves playing with them, and she just loves seeing other kids. So Charlotte tried to sneak past my cousin's husband and their oldest son.
Yeah.
To between them and the pool, and then as she did, she bumped into my cousin's husband and fell in the pool. She had her floaty on and everything.
Yeah.
But the look on her face when she came back up was pure terror.
Oh my god.
Well, so she was avoiding the pool because the float we had her in, she really didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was like a vice around her neck. And not like a vice in like a bad way, but it was like it was really
she probably couldn't move a lot, yeah.
Right, it was like a life jacket. Like she could walk around and stuff, but she had no interest in going in the pool with it.
Yeah. So
I went inside and I grabbed the other floaty, which is meant for like kids that are 30 pounds and up.
Yeah.
Mind you, Charlotte's like 27, 28.
Yeah.
Fit her fine, and then she was happy to be in the pool after that. We didn't have her in much more after that, but she was happy to be in the pool for the little bit she was.
I think you have to reset because your stream hasn't been going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm live. I've been live for like 13 minutes.
Okay, yeah, now you're going, please. No, it's like stuck at where you started for some reason. I don't know why.
No.
Burbank Complex. Okay, so there's actually like some grass here.
Yeah, you can catch Pokemon down there. Like I believe there's Magnemites, Magmars, or not Magmars, Magpies, Elekkids, Arcanine. Not Arcanine, Growlithe. Like some of those are game dependent. So like I get one, you get the other of Elekid and Magby.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was telling you about like those, and I was like, "Oh, it'd be cool if we could catch one, because like it'd probably be useful." But like,
yeah, and then we would just have Magmar and
unless there's a way to cheat in a way to evolve it, which I believe there is, but like that's work.
Yeah.
Which it kind of makes me sad that that's the only way to do it, because like I would love to use a Gengar in one of these playthroughs that we're using an emulator for.
To be fair, we could have used Trades Evolutions in Sword and Shield if we wanted to.
Yeah, I mean we did.
I just mean more of them.
Yeah, I forget what mine was, but I remember we traded and evolved things.
Well, we traded. I caught you your crab.
Yeah, but I thought we traded to evolve something.
I don't think we did.
But no, I love Gengar. Like Gengar is up there in my favorite Pokemon ever, and I kind of wish I would use one time.
Yeah.
We should totally play through the harder ROM packs at some point, though.
Maybe. It depends.
Well, there are just harder versions of normal games, and they end up all having a way to evolve Trade Evolution Pokemon in it, too.
I mean, because you probably need it.
So, like, there's a thing called the Trade Stone, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's like you can use it to evolve, like, get a Haunter and a Gengar, or Machoke to Machamp. And I believe they only have 5 of the harder ROMs. And they're all of games we've already played. So, like, it's Fire Red. They called it Fire Red Omega. Then there was Sacred Gold and Storm Silver. Volt White and Blaze Black. And then Blaze Black 2, Volt White 2. And literally all they did to the game, and it's more or less like quality of life upgrades, they like made all the gym leaders have like 6 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Their levels are a little bit higher. Like, I know in this generation specifically, they made Clay. Like, if you were doing a Nuzlocke, Clay was who you dreaded to face. Because Clay actually had a sand team.
Yeah.
Like, normally he didn't have a weather team. He had a sand. Like, he'd send out a thing with Sandstream, and then he would just send out Excadrill and kill you. And you'd just be like, damn, that Excadrill's thick. And it's like, you know, this Excadrill's about to wallop you.
Oh, look, my Mareep's above me.
I hope Boomy can live with this. Oh, Boomy can eat it up. So yeah, when I went back to catch the Riolu, I finally found one, but it was a male.
Were you specifically trying to find a female?
Well, my last one was. So, like, I loved the name I picked for the last one, so I was trying for it.
Yeah.
But, whatever. Oh my god, I lived because it stopped rolling out. I almost got shit on by a Dunsparce.
Oh my god.
It spammed rollout. Like, because, you know, once you start rolling out, you can't stop.
Yeah.
It hit a bunch of rollouts, almost killed both of my Pokemon. I lived with Sableye at like 2 HP, because the last turn when I thought I was going to roll out again, it used...
If I get Magby, you get Elekid, apparently.
Yeah, Elekid.
I'm trying to find the gym leaders.
Roxy, you have to do PokeStar Studios, I believe, first.
No, I just went there and they were like, no, nobody's allowed in here.
Oh, so you're just gonna have to go to the gym then? The gym looks like a nightclub. Ignore me while I speed up just to get to where Josh is right now. Or at least back to these twins up here that I have to battle. Sunkern and Sunkern. Got it. Some of the shit on you.
Coughing at 15, at 16, Whirlipede at 8, at 16?
Yeah, that sounds about right. So it doesn't hurt to go do a little bit of grinding if you can, but if not, then don't worry about it. You can probably just still take them. I think I'm going to struggle with her. Like, genuinely, I think I'm going to struggle with her. That's because that Whirlipede's on some fucking next level shit, and, like, none of my Pokemon actually can do anything to it, like, offensively.
I just have to, like, rely on Pause.
Like, I actually think I'm going to go try and catch a fire type down below, just so I can level it up and fight her. I genuinely think that's my out.
This Magby has avoided 4 Thundershocks in a row.
Oh my god, Pause is doing nothing. So you know what I thought was really funny?
What?
I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember seeing what Absorb looks like in the anime?
No.
It was literally like some kind of plasma comes out of the Pokemon using it and envelops the Pokemon it's on, and then it looks like the Pokemon's in wrap as it sucks the energy out of it.
Wow.
And I was just like, what is happening? They're like, Absorb! And it's like, huh? Hello, oh you. You're with 2 Pokemon? But if you have more Pokemon, you're doing it. Why don't you catch more Pokemon? Thank you. Great balls. Should be choking on these smoke balls.
You gotta find some good Pokemon to use, though.
The X transceiver is ringing. Do you know what the X actually stands for?
What, extra?
No, cross.
So dumb.
It's called the cross transceiver. Pop Roxy. Roxy, don't try to stop me. I'm off to PokeStar Studios, baby, and live up to my true potential. My dreams to be a ship captain and a movie star. Get real. You're a captain already, aren't you? If that ship doesn't move, you're gonna cause lots of trouble. Oh dear daughter. You split your time between your responsibilities as gym leader with your band, right? I could do it too. Ah! You dim-witted, dense, dumb, deaf, dippy, dorky, doltish doofus. Doing double duty isn't the problem. Causing problems for people. Keeping people from getting where they need to go because of sheer selfishness is unforgivable. I've had it. Oh my god, Josh. She's angry.
There is.
I mean, I just like the tirade of D words.
Yeah.
Dimwit, dumb, doofus. So, do you know what happened yesterday?
No. I love how the gym is just this little nightclub. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah. I went to get a haircut yesterday.
Yeah.
So I went there for $8.50 because it said they open at 9. So I was like, oh, sick. And then I'll get there at $8.50. I'll check it online as soon as they open, and I'll be able to go in, get a haircut, and get out.
Yeah. Sitting
there at 9, and I check the app, and it's like, oh, well, they don't let people punch in, like, check in until 5 minutes after they open. And I said, okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. 5 minutes go by, and I check it again at 9:05, and it's closed. Mind you, I'm sitting outside of the salon. It literally says on a sign that they're open 9 to 3. Or something like that, like 9 to sometime.
Yeah.
And so I'm checking the app again, nothing. I give it till 9:30, just trying to be optimistic and like, maybe someone's running late. 9:30 hits, still no one comes there. And mind you, my cousin's coming to the house with her kids for 9:30, or for 10.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't just sit here all day. I'll go Saturday. So my plan is to go back to that same salon tomorrow for the same time, right?
Yeah.
See if they open. If they don't, then I'm driving to the same one in Gardner, get it done. I just want my head shaved. That's all I want. I'm not even trying to be difficult. You're going to put 2 lengths on my head. That's it. Just give me quarter on top, half on the sides. It'll be Gucci. Okay?
Yeah, I just feel like Paz is probably just gonna sweep through this gym.
Surely.
Because Paz's special attack is pretty high right now, so.
Like it. I mean, like the backup plan I have is just like trying to get Ruby super high level. The problem is I don't think ghost type moves do anything to them, and Paz is super physically high, I believe.
Yeah.
I say Paz, but I mean Paz. The thing is, I'm not even worried about her other Pokemon. I'm worried about Whirlipede specifically. Because I remember that Pokemon was a house every time I battled it.
Yeah.
So I'm checking. Oh, it's damaged normally by Ghost. So I should be able to deal damage to it with Astonish.
Well, F.
The other thing.
Grimer disabled my Thunder Shock, so that sucks.
Oh, are you in the gym already?
Yeah, I'm fighting the gym trainers.
I think Laura and Charlotte are home, so I'm gonna go be dad for 2 minutes, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm just making sure everyone hears me say it.
Alright, so we got the coughing. The coughing is level 14, so this hopefully should be easy. Hopefully. Oh boy.
I'm just save real quick before I bounce, and then I'll be right back. Carol Baskin. Killed her husband. Whacked. Can't convince them that it didn't happen.
Just gonna use the fresh water to keep Paz alive. God, how many turns is the disable? Okay, now Coughing should die. Yep. God, really? lived with the literal sliver. The gym design in this design is really cool. I forgot about the gym design for Roxy's gym. The nightclub.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Where she's like talking and you have to interrupt the band. Where she's like, we're playing the songs and you have to like interrupt the band one by one. Bad news is I'm using Fig Leaf, so like one of my Pokemon is completely useless. Yeah, you can see here. Come on. Okay. Pokemon. Cool. Get ready when to knock some sense out of you. Well, she's the bass player. That's so cool. Alright. Level 16 coughing. A couple Thunder Shocks should take down this coughing fairly easily. Feel your desire to win pouring out of you. Rude, Roxy. Which gonna keep spamming Thundershock. Now we're gonna use Thunder Wave on the Whirlipede. Time to turn the show around for victory. God, I forgot this Whirlipede has Protect. That's so rude. So, Paz should be able to live one more Venoshock because he's not poisoned. Jesus, that thing can like take some hits too. He's bulky AF. Yeah. Thing literally uses Protect every other turn. I'm gonna try to like predict its Protect now. By like going for Charge when I was going for Protect. Probably gonna go for heal here. Or it's not, I'm just gonna win the battle. Whoa. Osgrew level 18. Not too bad. What are you doing losing, Roxy? Well, I guess it means you're strong. That stinks, so I gave everything I had and I feel revitalized and refreshed now. Here, prove that you beat me.
I saw a light over there and I didn't realize it was dark where I thought it was.
Then Leaf received the Toxic Bit. 2 badges. Now Pokemon up to level 30, even Pokemon you got in trades will realize how good you are and will ignore your commands. Here's the TM for Venoshock as well.
You beat her?
Yep.
The hell happened when I was gone?
I just beat the 2 trainers, healed up, and beat Roxy like it was no big deal.
Is she actually not that hard? Like, I don't know.
How about we don't want to come with you to Pokestar Studios?
How about we need to, because that's where we're bad.
I don't want to. I don't want to do this extra stuff. I just want to go back to, like, find Pokemon.
Hey, Josh?
What?
I need to even get through the gym right now.
The gym's, like, only has 3 trainers, including Roxy.
I'm aware. Scared of Whirlipede. Also, Ruby will not stop being paralyzed. Honestly, kind of annoying. I used Scratch or whatever on an Elekid like 4 times, right?
Yeah.
The last one, as I killed it, paralyzed me.
Of course.
And I was like, are you kidding me? Bruh. I hit it with a Scratch.
Static's a bitch.
Also, there are did you do all the trainers down in the complex?
I didn't know there were trainers in the complex.
There are. If you talk to the chubby guy at the entrance, he's like, hey, can you get my workers fired up? I need you to go battle all my workers. And if you battle them all, he gives.
Okay, well, I'll do that after I do the dumb Pokestar Studios I don't want to do.
I'll probably do it as well, but I'll probably do it around the same time. Unless I can't. If I can't beat Roxy, then I'm trying to do it. Yeah, no, Roxy just scares me because I don't know if I can actually take the Whirlipede.
Yeah.
This is a Pokemon gym. It's also a rock. Gym leader. Others are products inside. Please, challenge all of them. Oh, you'll need to stay hydrated. Here you go. My name's Clyde. I'm the gym guy. So you know what's funny about?
I don't care about any of this.
So you know when you go in the gym, they're singing Pokemon.
Yeah.
In the Japanese games, they're spelling out the Japanese name for coughing.
Funny.
Nightshade. Is there such a thing as a poison normal type?
I don't think so.
There should be. It's like actually kind of a cool typing. Actually, real talk, Zangoose should have been. You can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Zangoose?
Yeah. You can't tell me looking at Zangoose you don't go, oh, that should be poison type. Do you know what Zangoose is? Josh?
Hold on.
Are you looking up Zangoose?
Oh, Zangoose is the thing from Gen 3, yeah.
Yeah, it's the counterpart to Seviper.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he looks like a thing. I think I killed this, and I think I won't die doing it, so... Yeah. Hell yeah, I got a level 16 Sableye. Take on the gym.
I literally just could not care about this any... I could not care about this any less.
What,
Pokestar Studios.
Okay. Alright. Pokemon.
Can I just leave?
Did you do your movie?
No.
I thought you had to do a movie.
You do.
Are you gonna win the battle or are you gonna lose?
Oh no.
The movie changes depending on what you do. Also, isn't it funny how Bryson went from being a gym leader to just some schmuck in movies? Hey, okay, oh,
Why am I like allowed to go in here and I'm not supposed to?
what?
What?
Go where?
Oh.
Josh?
What?
Why are you allowed to go and where? Like, where are you talking
No,
about?
I literally go, well, I want to use my own Pokemon. They're like, nope. I'm like, alright, fine, I guess.
It's okay. So I have good news, bad news about this gym.
What?
Nightshade can two-shot a Venipede. Not a Whirlipede, a Venipede. I keep getting poisoned though, and that's the problem. I think I'm just gonna have to try to sweep the gym leader with Ruby.
Yeah.
God, they all keep using dark type moves. Ruby's not just gliding through this place anymore. If Ruby doesn't kill this thing, I'm pretty sure she's dead to the poison. Oh no! It lived on one, Josh. It's all up to Boomy.
That sucked.
Yeah. Well, if I would have hit a 5 times Fury Swipes instead of a 4, I would have killed it.
Jesus.
But I only hit 4. Boomy can learn Force Palm, though.
I got her a bunch of PJs and shorts.
Okay.
I also got her some jean shorts, a short, and tops. All for $93. 10.
Sweet.
I hit the sales. So good at shopping. Hate it. I'm good at it.
I had to work 6 days next week.
I know.
Huh? You know?
Oh my god.
You told me that you're opening up.
Yeah, but I didn't tell you I was working. That's why I'm working 6 days.
Figured you.
I figured I'd be working this Saturday, and I don't know about next, but I probably will. I have 2 half days to make up for it.
Okay, they're letting me go now. They're letting me go now.
I'm counting out when I say that.
Fair.
Wednesday I'm 8 to noon, and then AJ is noon to 4. Because him and I are both on Saturday, so. Well, AJ said he likes to work 12 to noon, 12 to 4.
Because he wakes up.
He'd rather
You
sleep
guys
in.
are the worst. You're talking about saving Pokemon, but you're just Pokemon thieves. You think I'll ever forgive you?
Huh? Okay. Oh, Pokemon. Get ready. I'm gonna knock some sense out of you. Alright. Apples versus Rock.
Dad will be home in a few minutes. I was downstairs getting all of Shaw's clothes out of their package.
Hey, Josh.
What's up?
Do you know what's funny about Roxy's dad?
What?
That he technically doesn't even have an actual call Roxy. Get it? Pop Rocks?
Yeah.
Pop Roxy?
Yeah, I get it.
Do you? I don't know if you get it, Josh.
I do get it.
I got her the sport with hearts on
I beat you with one razor leaf.
the dinosaur ship inside of my head. Yeah, I didn't tell Brian about it till you heard me talk about it.
Friendly obtained HTML1 cut.
Jace. There's one that has a cat and it says I dream of ice. Well, shorts, but it's. Jeez.
Alright, we're splitting up and searching Route 20 now.
I know exactly where he is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How much does
And we'll
Force
have more
Bomb
of an
do?
idea to your free. She may go through a growth spurt.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
yeah.
I didn't. Pour some sugar on me.
Yeah, I don't know
On
what
the
to
name of love, pour some
call you
sugar
tomorrow.
on.
Yeah, because Whirlipede's bug type, so like...
Bye.
Well, so you know what makes no sense to me? You hear me out on this, Josh?
That
I stand by this statement.
That bug's
I
not
think-
super effective against fighting for some dumb reason.
I was gonna say the fighting is not super effective against bug. That sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Well, reason
Balancing,
being,
I would assume.
like, so understand this, right?
Yeah.
We as a human can crush a bug.
Yeah.
Fighting type moves basically are the act of crushing something half time. Why can't I use like Force Bomb, which could be the act of squishing a bug with my hand, and be super effective on a bug?
Oh.
Balance.
Bilbo Baggins died.
The real
The original.
answer.
I'm trying to figure out that. The real what?
The real answer. Well, saying it for the 5th time. The real answer is balancing.
I mean, yeah. I get the fact balancing. I don't know. To me, that makes more sense than some of the other things they come up with.
Oh, hey, look. Here's the Team Plasma guy.
Like, if you think about some of the other things that they have for type weaknesses that make no sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, why is rock weak to ground?
Cause.
Yeah.
Honestly,
'Cause-
the fact that grass has 5 weaknesses is a little ridiculous. Brian.
Grass has 5 weaknesses?
Grass has 5 weaknesses.
Bug, poison, flying, fire, ice?
Yeah. Bug, poison, flying, fire, ice.
No, you know what the real fucked up thing is?
What?
Guess how many electric has?
1.
Yeah. Is that why many of the electric types are dual types, so they actually have a weakness?
Probably.
Well, they made things like Electros, or whatever the hell its name is, the eel.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's an electric type with levitate. What? So, not like a Molga, who at least covers the fact that it lost its ground type weakness for flying weaknesses. No. Instead, you just gave it 0.
They just decided, yeah, this thing has 0 weaknesses, fuck you.
Well, like, to be fair, the whole thing with Sableye and Spirit Tome in this generation was kind of stupid. That until Gen 6 was introduced, there was 0 weaknesses to them.
Yeah.
On my way to Pokestar Studios. Hooray for me. This kid sounds promising. Welcome to Pokestar Studios. This is Mr. Stu D.O. Laura.
What?
They named him Stu D.O. Because
Studio.
we're at Pokestar Studios. His name is Mr. Stu D.O.
Well, the good news is you didn't get stuck there, Brian.
Why did I get stuck there?
I said the good news is you didn't get stuck there.
Why did you?
No, I'm saying at the gym leader.
Oh, I thought I would. I only lived because I killed the first one with Sableye, switched into Riolu, healed up Sableye, sacked off Riolu, and then Sableye just nightshaded the thing a few times. Because Nightshade doing damage off of their stats is pretty messed up. I think it's off of their special defense.
Yeah.
Real messed up.
I'm gonna
It's
fight.
like, oh,
I'm gonna.
you have a good special defense, kill you.
I'm gonna fight the dudes in the I'm gonna fight the dudes in the complex, in the Verbank complex, to like level up to get Figgy Boy caught up with my Flaffy.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do the same thing with Riolu, honestly. You beat Roxy? Are you thinking about making your debut? I thought I do. I want you to get some acting tips from a professional like myself. That's a good idea. Let's go. So I have a friend, Josh, who loves PokeStar Studios with every fiber of their being.
Well, he's wrong for one.
I agree. He was like, I wish they would have done more with it. I'm like,
No.
What would they have done? They made it an entire optional thing for people like you that enjoy it. And like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, good for you. Is it the annoying part is the fact that like A, you can't skip it, and B, you have to unlock the other things. If you don't do them right, you fail.
Yeah.
Go, Riolu! Riolu versus Pawniard. Listen, man, go, my Pokemon. Unleash power, destroy everything. Park. Can you hold on, please? Who are you? The messenger of truth and ideal. Riolu, man. Hey there, Bryson, man. It's not nice to do a bad thing. Amusement park? A place of idle dreamers? I have no use for either ideals or dreams. Force Palm. It's super effective. Pawniard fainted. Go Volibee! Hey, who's this? You'll hit to KO my Pokemon? Pretty good, Riolu. Despite that, however, you'll be brought before me. And you and my secret dark heart prepare to be finished. I am scared. How pitiful, Riolu, man.
There we go.
You get home with it, I should have it.
Yeah. If they're actually not.
Yeah. My computer's supposed to be here on Tuesday.
Yeah. That's when my storage.
I love how many people left the theater in the middle of that movie. So, they did this thing in Gen 5 sequels.
Yeah.
Sequels of Gen 5 where they added a movie for you to make movies. But it's one of the most annoying things you could ever have to do, because they make you do it. So, like, and if your movie tanks, people leave the theater in the middle and they fall asleep. Yeah. So, the introduction is you meet up with Roxy, Gym Leader's dad. How bad is... But he told you, he's like, you can come watch a real professional do their acting. You can take some tips. And then he's just terrible.
And this movie is awful, yeah.
And it's funny because every single person in the theater's... And then all of a sudden they all leave. We had better get going. Mr. Studio should be ready.
Oh, that's crazy again.
This is the filming studio. This is where PokeStar Studio movie is born. Mr. Dio is waiting inside.
Mr. Dio.
Yes, first name's Laura. Stupid.
That's what we call him, Mr. Banana.
I have a plan for tomorrow morning. I'm going to Athol like the same how I did the other day. For some fucking reason they don't open, I'm going to Garden. I'm getting my head shaved.
Just go to Gardner.
Because they open at 10, so I have time.
So,
I can go to the earlier one, I'd rather go early.
so Ryan,
Just get it done.
Curse ups attack and defense for minus speed, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so replace and withdraw, yeah.
You know what's really funny about it?
What?
You do that, but you also have unaware as your ability.
Oh yeah, and then you just like keep the
Speed minus does nothing. And you just get nothing but pumped attack and defense.
yeah.
It becomes bulk up.
My Figgy boy is not going to be able to defeat a Woobat.
One thing I hate about this fight is if you kill Storm person first, and then the Death person kills you, you go back person. You lose over again. Or if you win, you lose over. Because you have to defeat the Storm guy as the final boss.
You have to kill the death one first.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, technically.
Well, according to what you said, yeah.
Yeah. Or just, you know,
Oh god, I only got 2 of the workers.
the final.
I can see that working. Faint attack. Ice punch. Josh, I crushed this thing.
I mean, yeah.
So good at acting. Cut, that might not be bad. Bring it on! I am Riolu Kid! Director, sure. Hooray! I made a movie. I'm gonna be famous.
Only if it's good.
I'm gonna be famous, bitch. I just want to be done with this thing. Do I have to go watch it?
I didn't.
No, you don't. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, no, you don't, because Mr. Studio leaves right before you have to go watch it.
I just caught a Growlithe.
Growlithe. I had a friend who would only name his Growlithe Growly. That was just his nickname for Growlithe. Growly! So I almost want to catch like a fire type for the next gym. Because we have to do the next gym like right away, and Berg is. But alternatively, I can also just not catch an EV instead.
What should I name this nickname this Growlithe?
No!
Growly.
No, I'm not doing that.
Here we go, Josh. You ready for me to do the Team Plasma event?
Sure.
Squad up, huh? 2 years ago, we were betrayed by the man we respected as our king. So our conquest of the Unova region ended with failure. However, we'll never give up. Shut it.
You know what I'm
Pause?
You know what I'm gonna name this?
What?
I'm gonna name this Travis.
Why?
Because I can.
Oh, okay. I was just curious if you had a reason.
Just because I want to.
By the way, Paz is super aggressive in this game.
Oh, you mean Hugh, right?
No, his name is Paz.
But that's who you're talking about. The default name is Hugh.
Yeah, I named him Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Paz can still be in the game.
I thought you were talking about the actual person.
No, she's not even in the chat right now. I named my rival in this game after her, so she could still be in the game without naming her Pokemon after her. But the rival in this game is like super anime in every way, and he's just real aggressive and angry. He's like an angsty teen.
Oh, the Death one's dead.
Well,
So he literally, you walk up to the Team Plasma people, he's like, "I'll crush you." It's like, what, dude? Relax.
well, I mean, his sister's cat got kidnapped, so.
Yeah. Well, so you know what my favorite part about it was?
But
Do you remember what Paz said when I named it after her?
yeah, she was mad at you. She was like, really?
She was
mad?
like, "Why would you name me after name the worst rival after?"
Like,
He was the only rival in the actual story.
yeah, he's a bit. I can understand why Paz doesn't like him. He's a bit aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, Paz aggressive. No, Josh, aggressive was you after I won the war.
I wasn't being aggressive.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. No, you weren't.
And more, it's more I'm just like resigned to my fate.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought I picked like the to mess with of the Jaguar.
Yeah.
Because it was a pile that I did really well with. And hey, you heard me when I said it. Sylvan Advocate is literally just Tarmogoyf net standard.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you were in green and you figured your deck would go long, you were playing Sylvan Advocate.
Just a 4-5 for 2 is really good.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
like back in Shadow Standard, I want to say, or no, Eldritch Moon Standard.
wasn't it printed in Oath?
It was. So in Oath in Eldritch Moon Standard, when Bant Coco was at its best,
Yeah.
Bant Coco was playing it. Because Bant Coco also got to play Lumbering Falls.
Yeah.
And Lumbering Falls is a 5/5, sounds real dank.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what else was pretty dank? When I swung out at you, I was trying to figure out why my fire was a 5/5.
Why your Shambling Vet was a 5/5?
No, my Hissing Quagmire.
Oh.
I made it a Quagmire, and I didn't realize why it was a 5/5, and then it dawned on me that I had. Well,
Yeah.
go, Boomy! Also, you know what my goal in Castelia City?
What?
Evolve Boomy.
What do you mean all boomy?
Evolve Boomy?
Wow.
Get a Lucario as fast as I can. Because you can get massages in Castelia. So I'm gonna go see Masseuse for my yoga.
So I really hope I can get a Firestone at like at a reasonable point and not like at the end of the game.
I think you can in Castelia.
Like I'm not planning on evolving Growlithe like yet, but
Actually, Google where you can get them because I don't know. Are you already on your way to Castelia?
yeah, I'm just about to hop on the boat.
Okay, because I can right now, or I can go do the. What did you get for doing all of these battles?
Oh,
Did you battle-
I went back and healed and forgot to talk to the foreman.
Let me know what you get, because I want to know if it's worth it for me. Because like, I have level 16 and like a level 18 or level 17.
Rock Smash.
I don't think I care about Rock Smash enough. If I decide I need it, I'll come. I just don't see the reason to have it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just did it to catch. Wait. Oh god, I gotta go in the building, don't I?
Talk to Pop Roxy, yeah.
No, after you talk to Roxy, you gotta go in the building and talk to Hugh.
Oh, to get on the boat? Yeah.
Alright. And then it's and then it's back to how it then it's back to the same route as normal after this.
Until because we skip Icier City because there's no reason to be there. Until no, actually there's no reason to be there. So Josh, I picked up a new jungler in League.
You picked up a new jungler route?
Like a new jungler to play. He
Okay.
is a tank named Nautilus who is supposed to be a support. And he has like a nasty hook that he can hit, because when you hook somebody in League, it stuns them real quick.
Yeah.
Like for a split second it stuns them so you can pull. Well, with Nautilus's pull, he pulls them and himself so they meet in the middle.
Yeah.
They kind of clap off each other. So I like hit a nasty max distance route in that game I was playing before we started streaming.
Yeah.
Bless you. Like they were almost out of it, and like Heath and Zach were both like, "Oh, he got away." All of a sudden, I hooked him and ripped him back, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And then we just jumped on the person and killed him. I was having some dirty hooks, man. Pretty great.
It's 22-22-24 for the gym battle. Growlithe's
Yeah,
gonna,
we gotta grind.
Growlithe's gonna sweep up, but I need to grind. I do need to grind.
There's a place we can go grind.
Yeah, like right outside of Castelia, right?
Because we have to do a whole event before the gym. you need to go to the gym to start it. Also, there's like a few places you can do grinding stuff. Like if you go up to the Battle Company, you can grind there. Like I'm probably gonna go to the Battle Company actually, real quick. But if you go to the gym, it starts the event where Bianca's Pokemon gets stolen. And Iris is randomly.
Iris just randomly shows up.
Yeah.
Oh, I should get some potions.
I think Iris is there. Because then you and Hugh have to go underground into the sewers to chase Team Plasma. And it connects to Relic Castle. And it also has there's a city in a park in the center of Castilia.
Yeah.
That you can come up in that has like EV stuff. So I'm tempted to go grab an EV for like a flex. But I'm gonna do the Battle Company first.
Alright, well I just got I just
Actually no, I'm gonna find out where the massage.
I just made myself poor to get a bunch of super potions, so
Yeah. Here it is. See, like you come here and talk to Clyde, and he's like, "If you're looking for the gym leader, he said there might be trouble, and he took off. You can go look for him if you'd like." Huh? Berg vanished again? Iris shows up. Oh, hello, Iris.
Yeah.
Something came up, and Berg isn't here right now. Huh?
I was gonna do the Battle Company first.
I'm going to too. I literally just talked to him because I was here, so I thought I was going to tell me what I need. I'm just trying to find out where the massage lady is to give my Pokemon a massage. Yeah, and then Iris takes off to a pier. So as long as you don't go near, I believe it's the Thumb Pier, you're fine.
Hopefully they're not like super high level.
They shouldn't be.
Oh, they're 16. So that'd be a bit of trouble for my level 13 Growlithe.
Yeah, I mean I have a level 16, so I'm gonna be fine.
That is Leer, Order Sleuth, Helping Hand, and Ember, so it doesn't even have like
the right place.
doesn't even have a regular, doesn't even have a normal type attacking move.
So I came to the right place because the massage lady is right here. Oh, hello. If you'd like, I'll massage your Pokemon. I need you to massage Boomy. Alright, let me get started. There, all done. Massage made it more friendly. It's more or less I just have to keep doing that. What, if I got you a massage, it would make you more friendly towards me?
Hey Thiago Xavier, how you doing?
No, not sort of time.
God. It's been hilarious watching The Last of Us just like crash and burn.
Why, The Last of Us 2 is that bad?
Well, the gameplay is not bad, but the story is awful.
A wrestler was streaming it because she started streaming a lot more during quarantine.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, she has the same birthday as me.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's funny. But,
I hear
she
a friend
started
doing the annoying...
So, it was like, she started streaming it, and she was like, oh, we're gonna play The Last out. So, wait, what? I'm gonna have to look it up, because I'm curious now as to what the actual story of The Last of Us 2.
Alright, so I'm just gonna, like, go on to full fucking spoiler territory for the game now and just describe it to you instead.
Oh, you can just tell me, because I don't care. I'm gonna go read it.
Yeah,
if you don't.
yeah, because
Spoilers, if you don't want to hear about The Last of Us 2,
if you don't want to hear if you don't want to hear about the ending of Last of Us 2, get the hell out of chat because I am spoiling the fuck out of the
no, don't chat it down. Mute it.
I'm spoiling.
Mute
Yeah, mute the stream if you want, like, because I'm spoiling.
Put a PSA in the chat when it's time.
Yeah, I will put a chat in when I am done with ranting about The Last of Us 2 spoilers, but I am about to spoil the absolute shit out of the game. So just like if you care about that kind of thing, mute the stream for a bit. Anyway, so The Last of Us 2, the story is a fucking dumpster fire. The protagonist from the first game, so you know nothing about the series, right, Ryan? Like absolutely nothing.
I know the story of the first one. I believe.
Like you read a synopsis of the first one. You know what happened. You know what happens basically. So you know at the end of the first game, the game ends with Joel like. So either the player can just leave, just take Ellie and leave out of the hospital because they're trying to find a cure for the cordyceps. Joel can either decide to leave or kill them and leave, kill all the doctors and leave. Well, the canon ending is that he kills everybody. So
Yeah, understandable.
which makes sense because they're like begging him not to take her because they have to murder her to have the virus to have the vaccine work. And also, I'll get to something else about that in a bit later. But anyway, so the game opens with Joel going to his brother and basically going and telling Ellie telling his brother what actually happened instead of like the bullshit snow job that he gave Ellie at the start of the first game. So you automatically assume, oh shit, this game's gonna be all about like her finding out and like her finding out what actually happened and like blah blah blah. So come to find out, former Fireflies just come and just fucking murder him an hour in.
Who, his brother?
No, they just murder Joel an hour in.
Oh.
Like an hour in, he gets beaten. He gets beaten by a golf club. Ellie's watching him bleed out and die.
So you play as Ellie the rest of the game?
No, so you play as Ellie like half of the game. So you don't play as Joel at all.
Oh.
Actually, I think you play as Joel for like 2 seconds during the intro, but like basically not at all. So during this part, before Joel gets killed, you're also playing as this girl named Abby who's looking for Joel. Come to find out, she's the daughter of the surgeon who he killed to try to save Ellie. So now he's like, oh my god, we're going for revenge and all that stuff. Meanwhile, they're near Jackson, the city that they're in. That's basically like a survivor encampment, right?
Okay.
There's a fucking blizzard outside, and all of a sudden, like, thousands of infected are rushing at them. Which makes absolutely zero logical sense, because if it was that cold out, and these people are still technically alive, Ryan, with the cordyceps, they're still technically supposed to be alive.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the thing is, so they're out here freezing they're out here super cold with no way to eat and basically not been biting anything for years, and they're still alive. And plus they're super close to the base, so how the fuck has the base not been overrun at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they kill him, and then like, oh shit, I hit the button to help make Figgy Boy stop evolving. Oops.
Poor Bro.
Oh well, I'll fix that. I'll fix that when the next level comes. Oh well. But anyway, so basically, then Ellie's like, I'm gonna get revenge on this lady for killing Joel. So she does that, and also she's in a lesbian relationship with this other bi girl who has an ex-boyfriend that that kind of is just hanging around. And they go, and like they've been together for like maybe a week, and she goes, "Sure, I'll go on this cross-country revenge tour for you. I don't give a fuck." And they've been together for like a week, and I'm like, "Sure, you'd go, yeah." No, and I'm just like, "Sure, of course, your girlfriend of 2 weeks is gonna go on a cross-country revenge tour with you. Of course, that makes perfect logical sense, doesn't it?"
That's fine. I can figure it out.
But anyway,
I can figure because like the honeymoon stages of relationships is like kind of just a big thing. So I can at least ignore that. You know what I mean? I can suspend my disbelief long enough to get along with it.
Yeah, but anyway, so then ends up happening is Ellie goes to Seattle, murders a bunch of her friends one by one, tries to get everyone to tell them where Abby, try to have her friends tell her where Abby is so she can go and kill her, right? So then we get to this part where it is absolutely ridiculous. Where and the most like brutal thing that happens in the whole game, where Ellie stabs and murders a pregnant woman.
Excuse me?
She murders a pregnant woman by stabbing her in the neck.
Why?
'Cause
no reason. She just like
well, she's one of the ones that were there when Joel was murdered. So obviously she's like, well, they deserve to die, so I'm murdering everybody. So like, obviously that's there for like complete shock value reason and not for anything else, right?
It's still real fucked up, dude.
Yeah, and then and then after that happens, you cut to now you're playing as Abby and you're doing Abby's story for the rest for literally the rest of the game, the next 2/3 of the game for absolutely no reason, and like it, and then basically you play Abby's port up to that point, and you're like, oh no, revenge, and it's basically doing this whole, oh no, cycle of revenge is bad, and then it does, and then this trans character comes around and they do it really fucking terribly, and the trans character ends up having to murder their mom in self-defense because she was trying to kill her, and she was trying, like, he ends up killing his mom, and just like ridiculous. It's ridiculous and violent. And then she almost, I'm about to lose. So then at the pivotal part of the game where they're like having that confrontation, Abby almost kills Ellie's girlfriend, and then we find out that Ellie's girlfriend's also pregnant. Oh no. From her ex-boyfriend.
What?
And then all of a sudden the trans person who's with Abby just goes, "Hey, don't kill him, don't perpetuate the cycle of violence, blah blah blah." Like it's super heavy-handed, don't perpetuate the cycle of violence BS. Instead of like being about, and so it's basically like half the game's not even about Ellie at all. It's about this random motherfucking lady. They're like, oh, this is cool. How about we play as this other person? How about we play as this other person who needed to get revenge on Joel for over half of the game. Oh, and I'm not even done. So then their big confrontation happens, and they decide to let each other go and whatever, and that's fine. Then we cut fast forward to months and months and months later. Ellie and her girlfriend are in this random house. Maybe like a year later with the born child.
Okay.
And then then Joel's brother comes to her and goes like, "Well, I know where Abby is, but I'm not gonna go because I have too much to lose at this point. Like I have my entire community. I can't go after her. I can't spend any more of my energy going after her. I have way too much to lose. I can't afford to lose my life now." So Ellie's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go either. I have my like surrogate son now, and blah blah blah." And then immediately that day, she's like, "Well, then immediately changes her fucking mind and goes, I can't leave this unfinished." And then decides like out of the blue that she can't leave it unfinished. And then she goes, "Well, and then her girlfriend goes, "Well, if you're gonna go, I won't be here when you come back." So she goes anyway. So she goes anyway. And then you're playing this Abby for a little while, and then she gets kidnapped by slavers, and then you go to where the slavers are as Ellie and like murder all of them. Ellie lets out the prisoners, and as she's letting out the prisoners, they basically tell her that Abby and the trans person that she was with tried to escape. So they've strung them up on these poles at sea, basically leaving them to starve to death and to be tortured and die. So then Ellie cuts Abby and the trans person. I'm just saying the trans person because I can't remember their name. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just literally can't remember their name. She cuts them down. And then Ellie goes, "Well, I'm gonna kill your friend if you don't fight me." And Abby goes, "Fine, fine. I guess I have no choice. I guess we're gonna fight." So then they fight, right? Ellie stabs Abby a couple times, nothing too serious, and then like is like ready to drown her, and like gets like 3/4 of the way through drowning her, and then stops and just lets them go.
What?
And they just leave.
So Ellie gave up her entire life she had going for her to almost get revenge, and then pussy.
And then not do it at the end. And then she goes back to the ranch, and obviously nobody's there. Because, you know, obviously her girlfriend wasn't lying about taking off if she was actually going to go on her cross-country revenge tour back to the other place to try to find Abby. And then so in the final fight, Ellie loses 2 of her fingers and now can no longer play the guitar that Joel gave her. So now it's like, oh, perpetuating the cycle of violence, blah blah blah. Why would you don't perpetuate this? It basically has this whole heavy-handed story about why, like in the post-apocalypse where there are like zombies and like people trying to kill you all the time, they're deciding to go from the first game being like, do whatever it takes to survive. Yeah, we have to do some horrible shit, but you know, we have to do what we have to do to survive. And in the second game, they just go, oh, murder bad, no fun. You can't have fun. This is a misery circus of a game, no fun.
You know what, Josh?
What?
I think, and this is my opinion, when they had Ellie kill the pregnant lady, I think right there they should have switched you to only playing as for the rest of the game, and I mean entirely, and like transition it to be like, oh, Abby is actually the good here.
You know
because
what?
like
I would have almost liked it better if the whole fucking game was if Ellie wasn't the protagonist at all, and the entire game was you play as Ellie trying to get back at Joel for killing her dad. Yeah. Or if that was part 3, you know what I mean? I would rather that be its own game. Like, I feel like there's enough there that's its own game. There's enough there for that to be its own game. So they decide to stick these 2 plots that they have together about Ellie and about Abby together into this game, and it just turns into a complete and utter fucking mess.
Well, like I said, I think there was a way they could have salvaged it if you just like really make it like, hey, Ellie, it's not Ellie's fault. Like, not Ellie's fault. It's not Abby's fault. Like, Abby is just trying to. Like, Abby got her revenge on Joel, and now this chick is now trying to continue going after her. And you could have just, like, I don't know, transitioned it in a way that Abby could have been the hero. Ellie was the villain in the end.
Yeah, that's like the kind of the point of the first game was like nobody's in the right. And like,
right.
then they just went for this. They just went for this completely different, out of left field plot about. It's not even about anything. It's about the cycle of. It's not even about them. It's about the cycle of violence. Like, you can't stop perpetuating the cycle of violence in this world where violence is literally your only fucking choice, or you die.
Yeah. I almost think that they should have, just for the literal point of it all, they should have made the theme song of the game History of Violence by Theory of a Dead Man.
I kind of see where you're coming from.
Like, just everything you described to me just sounds like that would fit. Granted, History of Violence is a fantastic song.
So in all of this, the actual game itself is apparently very slow. There's a lot of plot contrivances like in the middle of that to make things work. Like they just randomly find where she is like 3 times with no logical explanation as to how or why they found, or as to how they found Abby, or how they know what.
Most people would excuse if they had a reason as to how they found her.
Yeah, no. So especially at the end where Tommy goes, "Oh, I found her." How? It's never explained. He just found her, and that's the end of it. Like, it's not explained. They just go, nope. Well, we found her. Like, here's where she is. Why? Fuck you. You want actual explanations? Well, this isn't the place for them.
So did Ellie actually ever find out that Joel killed her dad?
So you find out at the end of the game that she knew the entire fucking time through this whole revenge tour what Joel did.
What? Then why'd you go on the fucking revenge tour?
Exactly.
Just because it seemed fucking cool?
Like, exactly. Because, like, it's her... I kind of get it. Like, it's her father figure. And, like, she lost her father figure. But, like, she knew everything that Joel did. Like, Joel got what he... Like, I knew that's probably... Like, either Ellie was going to kill her for what he did... Ellie was going to either kill him for what he did, or somebody was going to come and kill him for what he did.
I just think, like... Her knowing the whole time...
Yeah.
It invalidates the entire story that they told in the first game, then. Like, it just... I don't know. That just, to me, sounds like it invalidates everything. It's like, oh, so she knew that he killed her dad? Yeah. Oh. Alright.
So Ellie knew the entire time that... Ellie knew the entire time in The Last of Us 2 that Joel killed everybody to save her. And, like, didn't give her the choice herself to whether she wanted to die for the virus. Whether she wanted to die to try to cure the virus. He just made that decision for her.
Also, other thing, I think they should have given the player the choice of letting her die for the virus or not.
I don't know. In the first game, I feel like that completely invalidates the point of Joel's arc. Joel's arc is that he's not redeemable. That's his point. Like he wants what he wants, and he's been programmed by this world to do, to do whatever he needs to do to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, and that's what made the first game so great. Is because exactly, like everything Joel did is not justifiable. Like, it's just not.
Well, so more or less what I'm getting at is that so there are still two endings, but the bad ending, quote unquote, would still be the canon ending to make The Last of Us 2 possible. Because, like, you know how there's always a canon ending?
Yeah.
Like, there's always is if there's an option. Like, my whole thing I'm saying is, like, you could have made it, like, give the player the actual choice to make the virus go away or not. And, like, the options are Ellie dies and you get rid of the virus, or Joel stops it and kills everyone, like he does. So you can still keep that ending, but rather than make it he just doesn't kill them or not. So
do you want to know the best thing about this, Ryan?
What?
In the original game, near the end of the game, there was a audio diary of one of the Firefly doctors, pretty much being like, "Look, we've tried this before on other people who were immune, and it still hasn't worked." So in the PS4 version and the PS4 remaster, that was removed.
Really?
Yeah. So they removed that.
I don't know. I feel like you make the player feel like heavy-hearted either way. I feel like the whole option of him not killing them when he leaves just makes no sense. Like, your options are you either kill them all or no one. And it's like, well, what happens if I don't kill them? Nothing. Just fucking leave. It's like, what? That doesn't make any sense at all. Right!
Well, I don't, like...
Like, granted, you played the game, I did.
The reason why that wouldn't work is also because, like, you also don't know the context at the beginning of the game about his daughter.
Oh, no, I do.
His daughter,
and that made me stop watching, like, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, like that's why that's his justification for everything that he does in the game, basically. Like, he got attached to Ellie in the same way that he was attached to Sarah. So, like, when it comes down to losing my daughter again, he was not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
And that's basically that. I'm not saying that it's a good justification, but that's his justification.
Watching his daughter get gunned down in his arms at the beginning of the game, just like I said, made me stop watching the game. I couldn't. It was just too sad for me.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly would have rather watched him get gunned down and his daughter survive than him die, than her die. And I understand, like, that made the game, like, the story the way it was.
Yeah.
I just personally would have rather watched the man die than the daughter.
Yeah, that would have been that would have been insanely interesting. Probably that would have been insanely interesting. Like playing as somebody who grew up with her dad being dead the entire
Yeah.
like her dad dying at the beginning of the.
And you could like have it like showing her very like limited exposure to the infected, like because maybe whoever was raising her was trying to hide her from it.
Yeah.
You know, and then like then it comes out to the point where she finally is old enough to deal with it, and then she tries to go on a not pilgrimage, but like a journey to figure out what actually happened to her dad. And I don't know, like there's so much you could do with it, and it would have just been like different but worth it.
Yeah. The first game's like immaculate, and like they basically like took everything that story was and just went like, oh no fun. Like you're not allowed you're not allowed to have fun. Everyone's a bad person. This is a misery simulator, and let's be as shocking as absolute possible.
So like, I'm just gonna give you an example of a game that I know that I would have been pissed if they did something like that with.
Yeah.
So you take Infamous Second Son, right?
Yeah.
By the way, fantastic game. I thought both endings were very, very good.
I thought the bad ending was awful.
I liked it actually, just because like it shows the journey and that he's a full villain.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it. I thought it was very poetic for what he was. That being said, the good ending was my favorite ending of that game.
I know, but then he goes back and just kills his entire tribe that he like was like that the entire point of his journey was to save them.
He did it because his entire point of his journey was to save them. And then now that he's back, they're basically like, we don't want you. Like, you're a bad person. And he's like, well, fine, screw you then.
I don't know, it just felt kind of hollow. It just, like, I wrote that, I watched that ending and I was just like, well, I'm glad I got the ending that I got.
Yeah, I liked the good ending, though. And especially if you played Infamous 2, it just, like, it was so poetic. That being said, if they made a game, like a sequel to Second Son, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, the good ending was canon with Delsin, and, like, say Delsin, and then, like, the other conduits that he teamed up with, like, his gang of misfits.
Yeah.
Say they all, like, were still a group, but they're not really a team, they're just a group. And then all of a sudden they were just, like, all of them die. Or like, Delsin dies, and so does everyone else, except for, like, the nerdy kid with the video powers. And the game's now about that. It's like, I'd be like, what? No. Like, it was sad enough when Reggie died. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, imagine, like, you just take a giant shit on the story.
That's basically what they did in here with The Last of Us, is they basically took a giant dump on everything that they stood for through the story.
They just squatted over it and said, did I hit it? And it's like, you didn't just hit it, buddy. You smeared it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, good, no fun.
Basically.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my way up to the park that I was telling you about.
So you know the guy. Oh, so now that we did that, we can just go to the gym, right? We don't have to continue going through the tunnels.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm trying to go up to the park to catch a Pokemon.
So right where you are, go back to where the where Team Plasma was. I know where it is because I went there.
Yeah, sorry, I was struggling for some reason. I just could not find my way there. So I'm going to where Team Plasma was.
Yeah, so right before you get there, go to the bridge. Once you go over the bridge, take the turn.
The right turn or left turn?
So go over that bridge and then take... No.
Sorry, I went back to where Team Plasma was exactly.
Yeah, well, you're also behind on your screen from where you actually are.
So you're talking about the bridge right right there next to the steam plasma, right?
Yeah, so you see that little, if you see that little brick path, you gotta go on the brick path.
Okay. I walked by it like 4 times and did some other shit in the sewers.
And take the brick path up the stairs and it'll,
Yeah, I'm there now. Thank you. I think I'm gonna try and catch an Eevee.
What do you want, a Flareon?
A little bit. But I don't know if I can get a Flareon before this gym. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm like done spoiling The Last of Us 2, I guess.
Yeah, just put a thing in your chat for everyone that needs.
Nobody else is watching me except for you.
I'm not watching you either.
No.
Sorry, my computer that I'm using right now, I have a banana time. I kid you not, it just my thing will not let me.
Is that why you were?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah.
This is me. There's also a girl with green hair, though. Why is it her? Who the fuck came up with that idea?
Somebody. Because I think if I keep ranting about The Last of Us, I think Polly is going to get sick of me. Ryan, are you still there?
Shitty cottage.
Wow, the audio just fucked up super hard. What are you saying, Ryan? What's up? I am not able to hear you. You just keep going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So, you know how Paz has shitty internet at the cottage?
Yeah.
It's even worse right now.
Is that what... was she talking in the Discord, or...?
She messaged me, because I messaged her saying, hey, we're live. And she's like, yeah, I have family up at the cottage right now, so internet's even worse than it usually is.
That's fantastic.
I don't know how I can damage this thing anymore. I have this Eevee at like 2 HP, but it popped out of both Great Balls.
I think we're gonna go up to that park and try to level everyone up to, like, I think 21?
Please deal, like, no damage. Oh.
And then Figgy Boy got poisoned, so now I gotta go.
Pokeball, go! It's at factual 1 HP. It doesn't even shake.
Jeez.
So I'm basically gonna try another Pokeball on it. If it kills Boomy, I'll just like try and encounter another one. And my strategy with the next one will be whip a quick ball at it the minute we start the battle.
Yeah, that makes sense. Unless its catch rate is just insanely low in this game.
Yeah.
Or you're just getting unlucky.
I mean, I threw like 4 balls at it, and it didn't shake on 3 of them, and then the last one finally did. It's a P-Dove. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use a Eevee. I think I might catch a P-Dove. Why, you ask? Because P-Dove is kind of a different Pokemon that, like, we haven't used in this at all.
I've been, like, physically really trying not to use just the normal flying types in any of these, because I usually use them.
Same, I do too. Well, it's either I'm using this or I'm using Ducklet.
Oh, I might use Ducklet as my water type.
Well, that's what I was thinking, because like I don't have a water type either.
Yeah.
I critted it, right? So like, as much as I'm resisting trying to use the normal flying type, I don't really know any water types I want to use, and I'm definitely gonna need one.
Yeah.
I would love to use an Eevee if I can. I just don't know if I'm gonna find one. Who knows? Maybe for an Eevee, instead of getting a Flareon, I'll get a Vaporeon. I don't know. Am I woke enough to try using a Skitty?
Are you?
No. I've actually used the Skitty before in a playthrough, but I got really lucky and it had the normalize ability.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if you know that about Skitty and Delcatty. If you have normalize on it with assist, it's broken.
What does normalize do?
So all of its moves it's going to use are normal type moves.
Wow.
No matter what it is, it's a normal type move. Now, picture that, right? And you use Assist, and 3 of the Pokemon on your team have Earthquake, so the chance to hit Earthquake is higher.
Wow.
So you get to hit a 100 power move on flying types, for instance. Because it's now a normal type move. It was busted. It was just like, by the way, normalized Earthquake. Got him. My team right now is so weird, and that's kind of why I'm trying to get like an elemental type on it, especially one that can counter what's it called? Berg. Well, like all I have is a fighting type and a ghost dark type. Like my team is real weird.
Yeah. It might be a good idea for us to stop at 10 tonight.
Okay, if you want to, sure.
I have to work at 9.
That's fair. So yeah, we can stop in like 4 minutes. I'm just running around attempting to catch a Pokemon real quick. And I can take on Berg next time.
Yeah, we can grind up. We can grind a bit off screen.
Ooh, there's Eevee. Here we go. Me choking on these quick balls. Did you know that some people say a turn 1 quick ball is about as good as a master ball? A lot of the time.
It's not as good as a master ball.
I said almost. Like it's about. Like it's one of the closest things you're gonna get catch rate wise for it. So I think I'm just gonna get a Flareon. So I kind of want to name it the Flareon name I usually name it, but I also just might name it that and then like not get a Flareon.
You're still undecided.
I'm naming it Milo.
You're still undecided about what you're gonna evolve it into.
Well, so part of me just wants to get a Flareon.
Yeah.
Because it'll make Berg a lot easier and like then I don't have to worry about it a lot.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I'm kind of just like, but like Flareon's boring. Like, let's be real, Flareon is not a good Pokemon.
Not really.
It's like really not. I'm just gonna do one last Google thing before we wrap it up.
Wow, the experience gains in this little park are awful.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to go find a different place to grind because, like, I can't believe I'm getting like 100 XP off of every Pokemon. Just like only 100 XP off the Pokemon in here.
God, that is almost tempting to go do. So you know where I can get a Fire Stone, Josh?
What?
If I go down to the Castilia sewers
Yeah.
and wait for dust clouds.
Right. So you can't get them in the Castilia sewers.
You can. With dust clouds. Which is basically just I go grab repels and then just walk around until I find a dust cloud and walk over to it.
Oh, what did I just do?
I don't know. I'm gonna save because I really have to pee.
Yeah, so we're just gonna call it there.
Yeah, but if you wait 2 seconds after we finish streaming, I want to talk to you for a sec after I pee.
Alright.
Although I might talk to you before I go to the bathroom because I might not be pee.
Oh, okay. Alright. Anyway, have a good night, everyone.
Now, or you wait?
I'm
gonna wait if you need to go.
I'll probably...
I'll let you go first because I was about to get up and pee and then I felt something and I'm like...
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so next time we stream will probably be Sunday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll probably do Pokemon at night like we usually do, but I'll probably stream during the day again. Who knows? Anyway, have a great night, everyone. See you later.